So you all get the 5-minute warning. So I'll just click on that for Bob the Builder. We've got it. So good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Meet the Expert with Ashley Leeds, who is going to. I think your name's great, Ashley, because you're basically, it does what it says in the tin, doesn't it? As far as your name goes, because it's all about getting leads through LinkedIn. I met Ashley back in the Ice Age, and Ashley gave me a load of hints and tips to get me organised on LinkedIn. Ashley, as you'll find out, is quite quiet. He's quite shy. So in case Ashley doesn't promote his book, I will. And sorry, wrong book, Ashley. That's my book, isn't it? My apologies. This one's Ashley's.
Pass me your book. Pass me your book a minute. Thank you.
Yeah. That was excellent. Glad we recorded that. So Ashley's got this amazing book, and it's all about getting the content right on LinkedIn. So I asked Ashley to come along, help us out, because there's loads of people out there in business that have got LinkedIn and they just don't get LinkedIn. So Ashley, over to you to tell us how we can get more from LinkedIn.
Yeah! Hi everybody. Yeah, my name's Ashley Leeds. Leeds by name, Leeds by nature. I live in Devon, and I'm the 15-minute guy. Okay. God knows how I'm going to last for longer today, but I will do. And the reason I'm the 15-minute guy is because I try and get people to do LinkedIn in just 15 minutes a day. If you quickly work out some sums, 15 minutes every single day, 65 hours a year. Who doesn't want 65 hours of free marketing? And that's what LinkedIn's all about. So I'm going to take you through some slides. Because there's only a few of us today, feel free to leave your cameras on, feel free to leave your microphones on. And if you've got any questions, just ask. Let's make this a fun session, yeah? So you can see my slides, thumbs up. Right, we just started, and then Duncan joins us. So I'll wait for Duncan to come in, and then I'll do this. But why should we use LinkedIn, guys? I'll tell you why. Because it's free. It's free. There's 930 million users on there. Do you know that only 1% of people using LinkedIn only create content? So if you start creating content, yeah, you're going to be better than 99% of the people on LinkedIn. How brilliant is that? What else in business can you do that's 99% better than everybody else? And that's the thing. Okay, so why don't we use LinkedIn? Come on, shout out. Why don't you use LinkedIn? And if you're shy, put it in the chat box. But why don't we use LinkedIn, guys?
We are worried that we're not going to be taken seriously.
Okay. Anyone else?
Worried about the formalities, whether we're too informal or too formal with posts.
Okay. Anyone else? Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Don't know what to say.
Hmm?
Don't know what to say.
Is that now or because of that's LinkedIn? And that's the thing, isn't it? That's the thing. All right. There's only 6 of us here. Yeah. Someone might be watching a recording. If you do, you were late. But it's all like, oh, shall I say something? Yeah. Let's say something. Duncan, thanks for coming. And we do worry what people think. Yeah. But no one cares. No one cares. Right, why don't we use LinkedIn? It doesn't work. Not enough time, not sure what to do. All right, and all of the above that you just said. And that's the thing, right? I've gone on to LinkedIn. Someone's told me it's really good. I've gone on, I've looked at it. I don't understand it. I've tried something. I've put a post up. I've done this and I've done that. And it just doesn't work. So I would forget about it. Yeah, hands up here who drives. Yeah, can you remember when you first learned to drive? Yeah, it's a long time ago for me, but when I taught my daughter to drive, all right, I was in a car park. It was late and there was no one else around. It was perfectly safe. I said, right, we got to the second lesson. I said, right, we're going to change gear now. She's there with the steering wheel in her hand. And I said, right, change gear. She does this. And it was then that it dawned on me that we do all these things absolutely automatically because we're used to doing it. All right. So what we need to do is learn to drive LinkedIn, and that is it. And I'm going to show you a few tips today. So why should we bother with LinkedIn? Come on, shout it out.
The good network.
Yes, like that one.
It's a good place to reach to other professionals.
Yep.
You get right to the person. That's what I like about LinkedIn. You get right to the person. You can usually bypass the gatekeeper.
Yep.
It's global.
Absolutely. Yes, Abby, absolutely global.
There's a lot
Ashley,
of
quick question.
information.
Are you sharing slides just now, Ashley?
I've been sharing slides all along.
I don't see them. There we go.
That's right. You haven't missed anything. You haven't missed anything. Right. I'm just trying to find everybody back on the screen now because you've all gone. There we go. I can see you all. All right. So, what have you missed? Let me just quickly do my slides so you can just see what you've missed. Look, there's nothing. You've missed nothing. It's fine. I've just told you. So this is why we should. All right. We can become known. We can make connections. We can attract clients, and it improves hiring. All right. I talk to people. Oh, I don't need any more clients. So what's the biggest challenge in your business at the moment? I need staff. Right. If you're on LinkedIn, you're going to get staff. Right. There's a few people here. Right. Jane Tarrant teaches people how to breathe. Yeah. Believe it or not, we don't know how to breathe. She is doing amazing things on LinkedIn. Take a screenshot of this, guys, and go and find and follow her on LinkedIn. She is brilliant, a great brand, really happy, bubbly sort of person. Lee Stallard. Now, this is the guy that did the video for my show reel. And so he's been on my workshop. He reckons in the last 3 months alone, he's got $2,000 in orders just from LinkedIn, yeah? And his profile views have grown by 288%, right? Profile views is the people that are actually looking at your profile. If you've got 100 people looking at your profile, they're checking you out. They're going to find out who you are, what you do, how you can help them, yeah? And so he's absolutely smashing it. Ben tells jokes. This is an accountant, right? Every single Friday, this guy drops a joke. Some weeks it's a video, some weeks it's a text. But he drops a joke. And do you know what? One of his new clients reached out to him because he liked the jokes. Yeah? This is an accountant that doesn't take himself seriously. Hands up who wants to work with an accountant that's a little bit fun. Yeah? There's probably accountants looking at him thinking, why are you doing that on LinkedIn? He's got the last laugh. Zoe Whitman helps accountants and bookkeepers. And she is growing her LinkedIn profile. She's really pushing it at the moment. She added 700 followers just last month alone. Nikolai Naylor, I'm helping him, and he's got lots of people doing amazing things. He's loving what he's doing. He's just launched a book, and he didn't realize that he was doing any PR, and it's all come through on here because of what he's doing on LinkedIn. And you need to go and follow him because you want to find out what the hamster's all about. Right, one more thing we do on LinkedIn, we have fun. All right, are we all solopreneurs? I'm stuck in my shed all day, but this is like my water cooler. I have an amazing time on it. It's brilliant. I want you to love LinkedIn. I want you to get into a daily habit. Hands up, we brushed their teeth this morning. Yeah, you brushed your teeth because it's a habit. And if you do things on LinkedIn as a habit, it makes life an awful lot easier. Right, so what I'm going to talk to you about today is I'm going to talk about the 4 biggest mistakes on LinkedIn. All right, so optimized photo, badly designed banner, job title as a headline, and too little engagement. So we're going to talk about creating content as well. And I think Stuart's got a few questions for me. And if anyone's got any questions, we'll do Q&A at the end. I've been in sales 30 years. All right, and I know for a fact that people buy from people who they know, like, and trust. All right, when was the last time you purchased something from somebody you didn't know, like, or trust? Yeah, we don't. We engage with people. And so, done that one. So the first thing that we need to do is have an amazing photo. All right, so the photo, which is the front cover of my book, on LinkedIn, it's really tiny. So what we need to do is we need to fill the screen up. Yeah, who would you trust out of these photos? Yeah, people. Yeah, absolutely, cartoon me. If you've not got your settings set correctly on LinkedIn, you might be number 1, and you may not even know that. So that's something you need to check. Adding a photo gives you 21% more profile views. Hands up who wants more profile views. Yeah. So smile, be open, look at the
Actually, can I ask a quick question here when you're just talking about your profile image?
Yeah.
You used to be able to do that with a small video. Did LinkedIn stop that?
Yes, they have. So if you did it, you've still got it. If you see it and someone's got it and you want it, you can't add it. So I reckon it'll end up being dropped. So the thing is, right, if I just cancel my camera, it's the same image. And it's the same image all over my socials. If someone turns around to me and says, oh, can you come and do this? Can you come and do that? I send them the same image. So everybody starts recognizing me. I end up becoming my own McDonald's. Yeah. So it's brand recognition. It doesn't matter what the color is. If it's in your logo, that's brilliant. So yes, it's my color. It's my logo color. And when you comment on my post, you're even smaller. Yeah. So I measured it this morning. I was doing a training session this morning. It's 11 millimeters. I've lost my tape measure now. It's 11 millimeters, right? On my 32-inch screen. On my mobile phone, if you comment on my post, you are now 6 millimeters big. And if you comment on that comment, so it's a comment under a comment, you're only 4 millimeters big. Yeah. So make sure that you're filling that screen so that people can recognize you. They're not going to recognize you if you're stood next to your favorite guitar. So that's the biggest mistake that people make. And so make sure you've got a decent photo. Okay, the headline. The headline is normally, by default, your job title. So when you first go into LinkedIn and you're a LinkedIn trainer and you write LinkedIn trainer, that's what you've got as your headline. So you've got to come up with something that stands out, something a little bit different. Now there's LinkedIn trainers out there that would turn around and go, oh, you need to put SEO in your headline so that when people search for you, then they find you. We don't search for people on LinkedIn. We bump into them because it's a networking site. We see a post that someone's written, we make a comment on it, we see something, and then we look at this, and this is what people see. So if I had owner at Full Cup Coaching, what do? Yeah. So I put down my job title, business coach and LinkedIn trainer. Who's going to go and see what I do on their profile? No one's going to visit my profile if I have a business coach and LinkedIn trainer, are they? But how many people do you reckon go and click on it because they want to know who a 15-minute guy is? And they click on it and they go and have a look. And then when they come to my profile, they can see exactly what I do. And that's what we're trying to do. So, David, you could be, I don't know, bringing the cinema to your home or something like that. Or the cable guy. There you go. The cable guy.
He is the cable guy.
Are you the cable guy on LinkedIn?
No, I haven't utilized my profile enough on LinkedIn or my bio, so no, I should be something a little bit more. But I've got two
Cable
companies,
guy.
and I've kind of mentioned who I am. Yeah.
So that would be a good one for you. So think outside the box, guys. Yeah. I've got some examples here. Yeah. So Nikolai, let us be your hamster and save you time to grow your business. Donna is the scooter riding accountant. All right. You might look at that and think, how pathetic. Well, if you think that's pathetic, she doesn't want to work with you. But if you think that's cool and that's fun, she's going to want to work with you because you're just like her. And that's the thing. Voice actor for when Cumberbatch is busy. Lara Croft of the law. Yeah. So something a little bit different. And the thing is, this follows you. So whenever you comment on a post, everybody sees this. So make sure it's your real name. Yeah. So I see a lot of people putting Ashley Leeds, super duper LinkedIn trainer, or the 15-minute guy. Yeah. When you fill out your profile, you put in first name, Ashley, and in the surname, you put Leeds, the 15-minute guy. If you do that, you're breaking the rules and terms and conditions of LinkedIn. So LinkedIn could actually close you down. Yeah. Hands up who wants to lose their LinkedIn account. Be memorable and succinct, and make sure you've got a clear, open, and smiling face. Yeah, whose banner looks like this? You don't have to own up. But if this was my banner, what's this telling you about my business? What is it telling you about me? Yeah, I don't know how to use LinkedIn, or any other thing that you could think of. So what you need is you need a banner that represents you. Could you all hold your fingers up for me, please? Like that. Look at your finger. No, Stuart, like this. Yeah, and if you look at your finger, all right, that part of your finger is the size of your banner on my mobile phone. So if you pay an absolute fortune and get an amazing designer to design something really amazing, I might not be able to read it, because 70% of people are using their mobile phones to look at you on LinkedIn. All right. It's only 6.5 by 1.5 centimeters. And I don't have a large mobile phone. I've got an average size mobile phone. Yeah. So your design needs to have a big font. All right. So I can read it, and help me to see what you do. Don't be cryptic. Has anyone here got kids? Yeah. Thinking maybe a 10-year-old kid. Could your 10-year-old kid look at your LinkedIn banner and say, oh, daddy does this, mummy does that? All right. Because if your 10-year-old kid doesn't know, I ain't going to know. All right. And I might not be buying an amazing cinema from you, David. But I'm going to talk about you because I think it's really cool. Yeah. Because I know what you do. But if your banner's just got sort of like a couple of TVs on there, I might think that you're a TV producer, or you work for Hitachi or whoever. Yeah. So you need to really spell it out for me. And then here we've got two circles. One where it's where your photo goes. So the green one is for your desktop, and your yellow one is for your mobile phone, to make sure that that's sorted. And some people go, oh, I want my logo on here. I've got to put my contact details on as well, and my website. As soon as you put all of that on, you've got less room to tell me what you do. And all of that other stuff is all over your LinkedIn profile, so you don't need it on your banner. Okay? That's my banner today. Is there anyone here doesn't know what I do? And that's the thing. I'm not going to win any design awards. Do you know how many people have messaged me and said, oh my goodness, your banner, it's not very well designed, is it? How many people have done that? Correct. None. Okay. This one here. Oh, face plant all the time. Contact info. Yeah. I've looked at your banner, Stuart. It's absolutely amazing. I've looked at it. I've found your book. I've read your book. I'm going to phone you because I want to work with you because you're awesome. And I click on your contact details and your phone number's not there. Yeah. It's fine. You don't have to put your phone number there. If you don't want me to phone you, that's absolutely fine. But who doesn't want people to phone them in business? Yeah. So make sure you put your phone number in there. That's the biggest one. But what happens is you expand it out. When you go in there, you've got space for 3 website addresses. All right. You may not have 3 websites, but you've got a call us number. You've got a book a meeting with us. You might have a YouTube channel or an Instagram channel. Yeah. And this one at the bottom. Number of fingers. All right. What's the average number of birthday cards the average person in the UK gets on their birthday?
7.
7, 6, 5,
2.
4.
Oh, Stuart.
4. The average person in the UK gets 4 birthday cards. So if I send you a birthday a message on your birthday, Abby, how are you going to feel if you've only got 4 cards? Yeah? How nice is that? But the thing is, right, I am now in your thought, in your train of thought. Yeah? Oh, I've had a birthday message from Ashley. How nice is that? Oh, thank you, Ashley. That's really great. Oh, Abby, no, that's absolutely fine. Did you think any more about the LinkedIn training that you were talking about coming to do? Yeah, it's another excuse to talk to somebody. All right, so make sure you put that in because it's absolutely brilliant. The other thing is only your first connections can see this. So don't worry about putting that stuff in and think, oh, someone's going to scrape it. All right. Has anyone here heard of Linktree? Okay, Linktree is a pretty cool thing because you might have all of these things as well. Yeah. So Linktree will take you to, and this is free, so you can set that up. All right, if you want to scan that, you'll see how that works. And so what happens is it gives even more links. So rather than putting, so I've got lots of different links there, I can put a link to my link tree in my contact details. So I get even more space. Yeah. And so what I've done, I've called it free resources. Yeah. And my free resources, I don't use Linktree anymore. I've created my own website. So if you actually scan that, I've got 9 extra links within my 3 links that I've got in LinkedIn. So if you scan that one, that takes you straight to my website. And on my website, there's a chat bot. Well, it's not a chat bot, it's a chat person. And so if you've got any queries or questions, yes, questions, sir.
Can I jump in and ask, is that technically a free QR code generator for us to use?
No, but you can do that. You can get free QR code generators anywhere.
Okay.
But yeah, Linktree will. So Linktree's QR code generator will only generate it for there. But if you use Canva, Canva's got it in there as well. So yeah. So what happens is if you want my free resources, you scan that in, or you click the link in my LinkedIn profile, and then you can go there and get all the free things that I give away. Yeah. You only get 3 links in LinkedIn, but if you use something like this, then you can add more. And then if you're really cool, you can have it on your mobile phone. So what I do is when I meet people, they turn around and say, have you got a business card? I go, no, but you can scan this. How cool is that? Right, creating content.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So who likes creating content? Oh, a couple of you do. Well done. Well done. Oh, excellent. Excellent. That's unusual. Because this is where you get the soapbox. This is where you get a chance to talk to people. So this is why people don't post. And I can have a show of hands as I scroll through these. It's absolutely fine. These are real excuses why people don't post. All right. I've got no idea what to post. People would dislike me for being too much in their face. Is that you? I'm busy working on the perfect piece of content to share. My connections don't care about seeing my posts. People already know what I may write about. This is a classic one, because we sort of like think, oh, I'm an accountant, I'm going to do some tax tips. But every accountant writes tax tips. Everybody knows about tax tips, but they don't. And now and again, we need reminding. So if you did something regularly, people start seeing you as an expert. Yeah. I don't want to get judged. I'm too afraid of posting. Posting's too complex. Only the influencers should be doing it. It's just not my thing. I just like scrolling. Have I forgotten any? No? Okay. So why do we need to post? Okay. Your post puts you front of mind. I'm scrolling through the LinkedIn feed. I see a post by Duncan. Bang. I'm going to remember him. I'm going to know what he does. Yeah. Your activity will drive profile views. Abby's post was brilliant. I'm going to go and see who she is, what she does. And I'm going to come to your profile, Abby. And I'm going to see that you can help me with this, this, and this. I'm going to book you to do that. Posting gives more value to people who view your profile. People keep coming back. I get people always looking at my profile. So they're coming back and what's he up to now? What's he doing now? People are interested in your story. Your posts can be shared by your connections. I often get somebody sharing my post. I write something about LinkedIn, something helpful, and then someone else will grab hold of it and share it to their network. Well, if I wasn't creating content, I'm not getting in front of other people's networks. So it all helps. Posting valuable content positions you as an authority in your area. Yeah. Stuart must have been talking to the experts and they said, oh, we need somebody to do this, and this. Stuart went, I know, Ashley, he knows all about LinkedIn. because you've seen all of my stuff, you know? And then you might have turned around and go, oh, I think he's a good guy. Whoever it is you told, they've gone and had a look and go, oh my goodness, yeah, he is an expert. And so it's just creating content. So what do we write about? What do we write about? What's the problem that you can solve? Yeah? There's David. You can help me with entertaining my family, yeah, or entertaining my friends. You know, I've got a space in my house. I've got a rubbish TV that sounds terrible, etc., etc. But you can give me an immersive experience. Yeah, so it's that sort of thing. So write about that. What problems are people going to have when choosing a TV? Do I get this one? Do I get that one? What's OLED mean? So you could do it three reasons to not buy an OLED TV. 3 reasons to buy an OLED TV. Yeah, all that sort of stuff. And just drop that content on a regular basis. Oh, so many people say it's not Facebook. It doesn't matter. People want to see the real you. Yeah. They want to have an affinity with you. People buy from people who they know, like, and trust. Yeah. Have we ever been on holiday to a foreign country and we're sat on the bus going into town or something, and it's full of the people who live in that foreign country, all speaking their foreign language, and at the next bus stop, a couple of people who are English and speak English and like, oh, hi, is that a Manchester accent? Oh, hello, how are you? And you get on like a house on fire because you're both English. Yeah, it's exactly the same with, I like paddleboarding, I play guitar, I like cinemas, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, we start building up a relationship with people and we have an affinity with them. And so we start attracting like-minded people. You need to be authentic. And that is dead easy to be, because that's the first thing I do when I get up in the morning. I'm me. I don't have to try and do something different or pretend to be somebody else. I think we were talking before we went live, David, that you know, sort of like, oh, you know, how do I need to be? You just need to be David. Yeah, just be yourself. And I do video training with people, and I had somebody with a very thick West Country accent. She seemed like that, you know. And she said, I can't do a video because people think I'm thick. But they won't. They'll think that she's got a great accent. If they're from the West Country as well, they think they're just like her. Yeah, go on, David.
It's a good topic, that one, because I've actually had some experience with that exact scenario where a lot of the people I speak to and peers in the industry and videos I put out on social media, I got some feedback from a number of people saying that the content's great, but I say it too quickly. And I don't have a strong accent, but obviously utilizing feedback from people on how the videos actually are. The content was great, but if you slow it down a little bit, it gives people more of a chance to understand and absorb the information. So obviously asking for feedback on videos is a great shout as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The other thing is you can use subtitles. So when you upload a video native to LinkedIn, LinkedIn has now got a feature where it automatically adds subtitles. So that's another thing that you can do. And you can go back in about 10, 15 minutes and you can actually change them, because there will be some words that you say that LinkedIn won't recognize. But yes, if you've got a very strong accent, then you need to bear that in mind when you're talking. So take a little bit of time, stop, pause, and then go into the next bit. And I think the thing is, when we're on video, we tend to, and I've done it. All right. So yeah, just use a product like Loom, turn it on, do it, go back, rewind it, watch it, or do 2 takes. Right, now I'm going to do it again. And just take your time. But yeah, great observation. On my birthday, it was a couple of years ago now, when I set my business up. All right, Maybank holiday, and we were going to go out for cake, and I had my 4 birthday cards. You can see them there, and one of those birthday cards wasn't a birthday card. I thought it was a card, but it wasn't. It was my Starling Bank debit card. And that to me was proof that I was running my own business. Yeah, we've all been there, haven't we? And so I posted about it, and literally look at the state of that post. Poorly taken photograph. Once my birthday cards this week, and it was Starling Bank. But that post got 36,000 views. So it really doesn't matter what you post about, because I'd been telling a story about how I'd set up in business and how I've done that. And a few weeks before, I was sort of like, what bank account should I have? What is a good bank account? And people had recommended Starling Bank and a couple of others. And so, yeah, it went absolute gangbusters. So it's not Facebook. It's better. Because the thing is, people on LinkedIn, when they fill out the form, they've got to put that they're Stuart Mason, lives outside of Lossiemouth, and put all of that information in. Yeah? And they're running this business, running that business, used to work here, used to work there. So you're not going to have those trolls that hide behind Bob the Builder, for example. Yeah? Samantha Mitchum is a darling in the accounting space. She does an awful lot of content. She gets asked to speak on panels. She does talks. She's been on my live show a couple of times. She's brilliant. And she wrote this a few months ago now, because she found one of her old diaries from a few years ago. And in the post, she was saying, oh, I looked at that and I couldn't believe it. And she did do Tax Tip Tuesday. And she, on my live show, she turned around, she actually got clients from specific Tuesdays, not from every Tuesday, but from a specific Tuesday. And she can turn around and go, oh, this client came in because I talked about this on a Tax Tip Tuesday. So I just seen your post saying about electric cars. Can you help me? And with that, they become a client. Yeah. And so I spoke to her and I said, look, can I use this in my training? She said, yeah, absolutely. So basically, if you theme your days, it makes creating content an awful lot easier. All right. She does 5 days a week. You only need to post once a week, because 99% of everybody else aren't bothering. And what you do is you post once a week, pick a day. Yeah. Post once a week, every week at the same time. Strictly Come Dancing is going to be on the TV soon. It's every Saturday. It's on BBC One, and it's about 7 o'clock. Yeah. Consistently. It's not on every other time. It's not on every other day. And if they brought it back and put it on a Tuesday, no one would watch it, because we're expecting it on a Saturday. So if you turn around and go, right, I'm going to do Workout Wednesday. I'm into my fitness. I'm going to do Workout Wednesday. I'm building up to the London Marathon. So each week I'm going to come on and I'm going to say I'm doing this, and then I'm doing that. And this week I wasn't able to run because I twisted my ankle, or the dog tripped me over, whatever. But what happens is people start seeing the real you. All right. And once you've started doing every Wednesday, for example, you'll start thinking of content when you're out and about. Oh, I could do that. Oh, I could do that. And then you might add another day. So don't punish yourself. Oh, I've got to do 5 days. Just once. So what could you do? So a quick recap. These are the things that people need to fix on their LinkedIn profile. Okay. You can scan that code. I've got some short codes I can drop in the chat box for you. That's the link to buy my book, which is full of content ideas. Like Stuart said, there's 101. And basically what happens is in each page, you get an idea, I expand on that idea, and then you get a little chart that you can write it down. And I'm encouraging you to reuse your content so you can see how well it's done. And at the back, there's loads of resources and loads of tips as well. That's all I'm going to talk to you about today. I know there's a football match coming up, but I'm here now to answer any of your questions. So whatever you want to throw at me for LinkedIn, I'm more than happy to help you.
I'll go first, because this, I think, will be relevant to quite a few people, because it's a comment that you mentioned, Ashley. I think that the people in the call could get a lot from this. And you said many times, commenting is currency. It doesn't always have to be about posting. Just talk me through what you mean by that. What do you mean by commenting as currency?
Okay, so let's go live to LinkedIn, shall we? So if I look at my posts and activities, so this is my post this morning. So it starts off with a photo. Yep, so you got a fun photo, interested in what's going on there. Competition or collaboration, working with a competitor will ruin your business. Here's why I'm embracing my competition. So I explained about it there. But then what happens is, right, is if I go into the comments, I've had loads of people coming on and saying what they think. Yeah. So Annette Richmond, she will accelerate your business by building a multi-dimensional something. All right. Because she's taken the effort to write a comment in there, I can now see who she is. I can see her smiley face. I know who she is and I know what she does. And that is actually a live link to her page. Yeah. Capture attention. What else have we got here? Earn more from fewer clients. Get kick-ass offers. Who doesn't want that? Yeah. Let's go and click on his. The fit old guy, helping you achieve your health. I'm the Wonder Woman of wealth. Yeah. So what happens is people put this on, but what's going on, right, is I'm just going to scroll through to this one here. I do a video every Monday. I tell you 5 ideas on what you can post on LinkedIn. And in the comments here, each time I watch your videos, I keep telling myself, Lorraine, you got to start getting in front of the camera more. If you want a hand, and I shout at her, you need to get in front of the camera more. If I can do a video on a paddleboard, what's stopping you? Why don't you just do a little video and send it to me? I'll do nothing with it, but at least you'd have started. Go on, Lorraine. You need to get in front of the camera more. Yeah? Lorraine contacted me. Can you help me? Yeah? Isn't that incredible? But that's what happens. But the other thing that happens, right, is then you put a comment on someone else's post and someone sees that and puts a, and I'm just trying to find one. Has anyone heard of a guy called, I can't think of his name now, Stephen Bartlett? Yeah. I put a comment on his post the other day and I had 9 people just like the comment. He's got over 100,000 followers. How many people do you think have looked at my profile? Because it's sort of like they see that and they see that I'm the 15-minute guy and they've seen my comment was, oh, there we go. Richie Sunak. Yeah. Do you get nervous when you go to the G20? Somebody like that. So that person may have looked at my profile, but I'm there amongst the 244 comments and the 88 reposts and the nearly 8,000 likes. Yeah, no one sees the likes. People see the comments. So that's why it's important to comment on posts. Good question, Stuart.
I tend to stay away from anything sort of political or hot potato, Ashley. That's the only thing.
I just saw that come up. I've never seen him post anything.
You can see a lot of the Nuggets comment on it as well. You know, there's NATO.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And honestly,
Absolutely.
Oh, sorry, did I say something? It says it's nauseous sometimes.
You can cut that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, comment on posts.
And I'm not very PC, and neither David, so we could get ourselves in some real shit.
Any other questions?
Well, guys.
Are there algorithms that make it worth doing a mixture of sort of text and image and then against video? Would you suggest that we split it up over a week, or obviously you want to be posting something every day at least once? But does it matter? Is there algorithms that are worth trying to follow, or are you better just getting whatever you on your mind out there?
Here's a true story. Don't worry about the algorithm. Worry about what you're posting. All right. Worry about consistency. And you don't have to post every day, David. You don't have to post every day. 3 times a week is optimum. Yeah. What happens is if you start doing 3 times a week, you're like, oh, I could do another post about this, then do it. Don't post more than once a day. Because if you post more than once a day, it's like me showing you my leaflet. This amazing book. This amazing book. Which one do you remember?
The second amazing book.
You reckon? and that's the thing, right? So once a day tops. Yeah. So algorithm. I need to do this because of the algorithm. I need to do that because of the algorithm. I read here that and the algorithm and that and the. Don't worry about it. When I started work in sales 30 years ago, I'd been working as a chef prior to that. So basically, I go to work, I put some whites on, I cook food. I don't worry about business. I cook food. I have a laugh. I cook food. I serve food. I mess around in the kitchen. That's it. I'm not worried about business or anything else like that. I just go and cook. And then I went into sales. And my sales manager turned around to me and said, you need to do this, you need to do that, and you need to do that. And then when you've done that, you need to do that, that, and that. So what did I do? I'd spent my life being a chef. I'd spent my life being kicked around the kitchen. I spent my life following instructions. So I did exactly what my sales manager did. I did that, did that, did that. I hit all my targets. I got loads of leads because that's my name, but I hit my targets and I was doing really well. We were in a recession. One of my colleagues pulled me over one day. He said, what are you doing? You're doing really well. How come? And I said, well, I'm doing this, this, and this, and this, and this. Yeah, but you shouldn't be doing that. There's a recession on. And I, what does that mean? I didn't know what recession meant. I just did what my boss told me to do. So if you just write content and worry about writing content, worry about making sure that it looks nice and it's easy to read and it's something that I can engage with, then don't worry about it. Great question you said there about mixing it up. Absolutely. So yeah, do your document posts, do your polls, do your photos, do your videos, do your text only posts. So mix it up so there's a lot of variety. Because the thing is, your audience, you know, most of your audience are probably going to like video because they're into the cinema, but some of them like to read. Some of them like to look at photos. Yeah, some of them like the document post, or some people call it a carousel. So if you mix it up, you're hitting everything. Yeah. The other thing,
articles, Ashley, the articles don't seem to get the same degree of engagement, likes and comments, etc., that a standard post does. Why is that?
that's a great question. Because they're long form posts, so not so many people read them, but they're there forever. And if you've got creator mode, the article can become a newsletter. But what happens is when you come down and look at my activity, I've got comments, videos, images, articles, newsletter, events, more. Yeah, documents. There's loads of stuff here. And if all you're ever doing is just putting images out, that's all you're going to have on your profile. So there's more stuff for people to look at. So yeah, great observation, David. Good question. Duncan.
The date. Karen.
I'll let Stuart go.
No, you go. On you go.
Well, we'll not argue. Is the paid version the only real version in your eyes?
The reason I've got the paid version.
That's really what I'm asking.
Yeah, the reason I've got the paid version is, can you think how many profiles I look at regularly? All right. And so basically LinkedIn puts a limit on the number of profiles that you can look at.
Okay.
All right. And so what I'll do is I'll click on and I'll find you and go and look at your profile. And then I'll go and look at Stuart's profile, and then LinkedIn will go, oh, you've looked at too many this month. All right. Your average user isn't going to do that. Yeah. If you get to that limit, and what it does, it resets on the month. Now, I'm not sure whether it's the first of the month or whether it's the anniversary of the date that you started. So, you know, if you signed up on the 17th of the month, then on the 17th it resets. Yeah. But what I was finding, so when I first started my business, I wasn't doing LinkedIn, I was doing something else. Oh, that's another story. But when I started doing LinkedIn, I started hammering it, and it'd come up and go, "Oh, you've used your limit." And I can wait I can wait 3 days. I've got no money. I'm a new business. I don't want to spend 50 quid a month on the premium version. And then the next month it was by whatever day. Oh, I just need to suck it up. And so I've had it for ages. There's a couple of benefits, but you don't need it if you're an average user.
Right. So there, other than being able to access more profiles, there's not a real benefit. So to me, I don't need premium to do what we're talking about doing.
No,
I didn't think so. I just wanted to.
Yeah. So the thing is, right, if you use it properly, all right, you're putting content out so people see that you're an expert and they understand what you do. Can I ask what you do as a job, Duncan?
Architect.
You're an architect, right? Okay. So you could be dropping content about great designs, why you need an architect, your favorite materials to work with, all kinds of stuff like that on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And so I just keep seeing this, and I see this amazing drawing that you've done, and I see this amazing house that you've done, or I just see the little case study that you might have done. When I want an architect, I'm going to come to you because I keep seeing you in my feed. Yeah. Or I'm talking to Stuart, and he's turns around to him and he goes, "Oh, I'm just thinking of doing an extension, but I'm not." You need to speak to Duncan, because he was saying about extensions in a post that I saw last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're not going to go on there and sort of like search and find people that might buy an architect. You're not going to do that. So you're not going to be hammering LinkedIn like I do. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
The other thing, Duncan, it depends what you're using it for as well. If you're doing a lot of sales and prospecting on LinkedIn, then Premium actually might not be the right tool, but Sales Navigator could be, because Sales Navigator gives you some pretty impressive criteria for searching. So you could search for people by specific job titles, business size, number of years in business, people that have used LinkedIn actively in the last 3 months, all these kind of things. Plus, you can then start creating lead lists. So you can start putting leads aside. So I could be following you in LinkedIn, but not connecting with you. So I could have you saved as a lead, and then every time I see you posting something that's relevant, I'll go and comment on it, and then you'll see, oh, that was actually nice. That Stuart guy posted something that was really quite nice. And then when the time's right, I'll send you the connection request, and your connection acceptance usually go through the roof. But that's if you're using it pretty much as a sales tool. But what is Sales Navigator? It's about 60 quid a month, Ash, isn't it?
Oh, and the rest. I thought it was nearer 80.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't use it.
Again.
I don't use Sales Navigator, and all of my business comes from what I do on LinkedIn.
Yeah. Although Sales Navigator, I don't like it because it then means you're running 2 comment boxes, which I think is very confusing for people.
Yeah.
Moving on to another question, and Duncan's question was actually one that I was going to use. So nice one, Duncan. Moving on what David talked about the algorithm. Moving on to hashtags. Is it 2, maximum 3, and then LinkedIn just basically ignores them?
Yeah, but there's lots of talk about hashtags being deramped and they're not going to be there anymore. So I wouldn't even.
Is that right? Wow.
Not even worth talking about hashtags.
Ooh.
So yeah.
So just don't use them. Makes no difference.
Yeah, absolutely. There's loads of people done lots of tests, and it's does it help? Does it hinder what I'm doing on LinkedIn? No one really knows.
Interesting. Okay, so Ashley, if you don't really want to comment, if you don't want to really post, then if you're not comfortable posting, is it true then really the way forward is to definitely comment? What about sharing?
Yeah, so this is my opinion. If you're sharing a post, all right, so I haven't written a book, so I'll recommend this one. Yeah?
Good choice.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, actually, I have written a book.
Okay, better choice.
Yeah, you now think I'm impressive because I've written a book. All right, that's exactly the same with a post. Yeah, so I wouldn't share a post. And so what I do, right, is if there is a post that I see that's absolutely amazing and I want to share it, I'll read it, I'll take it in, and I'll spit it out in my own language. All right? Yeah?
Plagiarism.
No, not plagiarism. Not plagiarism. No. What I'll do is I'll turn around and go, look, I've read amazing.
Copyright infringement.
I've read a book. All right? It's absolutely brilliant. It's like James Bond, but it's all about running a business. And in here, the author, 1 minute he was driving around in a Aston Martin and flying helicopters, and then the next minute he's lost his business. It's an amazing book. You need to go and read it.
That happened to me.
Has that happened to you as well there? But I haven't plagiarized anything, but I've made myself look knowledgeable. I might pinch one of your stories. Do you see what I mean? So don't share someone's post or repost it. Take the words from it. You could turn around and go, oh, saw a great post from Ashley the other day, was talking about banners and saying that you need to make sure that your writing is really big. You can find out more here and link the post or tag me in it. Yeah. That's not going to hurt anyone.
Good. Okay. I've not got any further questions. Did anybody else get any other questions for Ashley? Comments, suggestions?
I'll just put some links in the chat for you guys. So the top one is my quick fixes. So those are resources to help you with that. There's a link to buy my book. There's a link to catch up with me on LinkedIn. And the very bottom one is all my free resources. So that's the one I showed you earlier. So in there's loads of free videos and stuff like that.
No, this is just very helpful. It's been excellent. It's come at a very good time when it's very, very, very noticeable that LinkedIn seems to be the #1 platform for posting on right now for business.
Yeah,
decline in Facebook, decline in Instagram. They're becoming very clear platforms on what you should be posting and where. So to keep it professional with an element of character about it, LinkedIn just seems to be the right one to go. But there isn't a crazy amount of places to get value like this on LinkedIn because people are, not as knowledgeable about it. So it's really good to have a resource here for that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that do social media. So they'll show you Instagram, they'll show you LinkedIn, they'll show you Snapchat or whatever the other ones are. There's not many that just do LinkedIn. And because I've got 30 years sales experience, I'm utilizing everything that I've learned by selling stuff to people, but putting it in a way that makes it easier to do other things. So if you want an extra hand or anything, give us a shout, but check out all my free resources.
You know what, Duncan, just for a minute there, the way you turned there, and you're obviously looking at your PC and it kind of lit up a wee bit. There was a wee bit of George Michael in you there.
That is a low blow.
That was quite impressive, actually. Ashley, do you think LinkedIn will be on the slide, or have we got a couple of years to go before it starts to decline?
Microsoft own it. It's a cash cow for them because of all the advertising that they do and the recruiter licenses and what have you. So no, I think it's here to stay. And I just think we need to embrace it and use it accordingly. So yeah,
I'll give you that.
Ashley, your first link doesn't work. I don't know. I'm not criticizing. I'm just making you aware of that.
I'm not criticizing. I'm just criticizing.
The others work, but I was working my way up. The GF one.
It doesn't work. Why is
QF?
that? Yeah, just having a look.
It doesn't work for me.
No, you're right. It doesn't work for me either.
Oh. Well spotted, Duncan. That's impressive.
Because I put QF. It's for QF.
There you go.
It's all in the details, guys. Let's get the details right, and then we'll all be
Absolutely.
fine.
There you go.
There we go. Sorted.
It's 4 quick fixes.
Duncan gets bonus points for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no more George Michael jokes.
So just excuse my ignorance as regards the football. Who's playing tonight?
It's Scotland.
Are you joking?
Where is it? Where is it?
I'm not sure exactly where it is, but it's it's in Hampden. It's in Scotland. Yeah.
All right, cool.
And it's on
and what
shortly.
Okay. Is this a Euro qualifier or something?
It's 150th anniversary. Yeah, it's 150th anniversary between Scotland and England. So
yeah,
quite a relevant match.
Okay, thank you for that. I didn't know that. Excellent. So apologies for my football arrogance.
It's on Channel 4.
Awesome.
No, that's been extremely helpful. Thank you very much. Thanks for organising.
Yes, Ashley, thank you very much for that. Always good to get a LinkedIn refresher. So thank you very much. And thanks everyone for joining us. Hope you found that helpful.
In the office, so we'll be
awesome, guys. Really lovely to meet you, and thank you for your lovely comments. And maybe see you on LinkedIn.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, that's the point. If you're not connected with Ashley, make sure you connect with him. Thanks, folks. Have a pleasant
Yeah.
evening.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Thanks,
guys.
Ashley.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Bye.